3 parts to the programme, so it breaks into thirds in terms of your credits. So 180 credits, 60 are the dissertation, and that's a real focus of the Masters. 60 are the core courses, so you'll be covering methods and approaches in political theory through a course called The Meanings of Liberty, which examines different approaches to thinking through the question of what is liberty, why does it matter, what kinds of constraints should there be on the pursuit of liberty. And the other core course is a distinctive feature of this Masters, and that's called peer-assisted learning. And what we do in that programme is we invite a series of visiting speakers from various parts of the country and Europe to come and give us some of their cutting-edge research in progress. And we prepare the students on the MA programme to ask questions of that visiting speaker when they stay on in the afternoon session. So the students get a whole hour to quiz these visiting speakers on their cutting-edge research. Sometimes they've then been thanked in the work that is produced. The third component of the course are a series of optional modules. So really there, students take all manner of different things. So one option would be to focus particularly on the legal theory modules. So at laws, a series are offered on jurisprudence and on Jeremy Bentham's work. So many students take that route. Another option is to stay much more in-house and to do a range of different options in contemporary political theory. So we cover topics such as educational opportunity, authority and obligation in politics, social justice issues, all manner of courses that you can choose amongst. You can see a full list on the website. So what we look for in an LPT student is someone who has a really good background in political theory or a related discipline. So people come to us with law degrees, with politics degrees, with philosophy degrees, and because it's a very high-level Masters, we expect you to hit the ground running, to be ready to develop yourself as a researcher, so we want that background in an LPT student. Beyond the background question, we're looking for students who are curious about big questions. So questions like, what does justice require of us? Is there a possibility of having a legitimate law? What would that look like? What is the law, actually? Is it a social practice of some kind? Does it have more authority than that? What would give it that kind of authority? So all sorts of big questions. And we're looking for students who are happy to develop their own original ideas about these questions, and that's a lot of what the assessment's about. So it's largely, unless you choose some strange modules, going to be assessed by essays. So we're looking for students who are really ready to start writing their own work. We have very good links here with the philosophy and laws departments. That's a distinctive feature of this programme. So in the second 2 terms, we run a joint seminar with those 2 departments. So you'll get exposure to cutting-edge work, particularly in philosophy and laws, as well as in political theory in particular. The other reason, of course, to study at UCL is the opportunity to be in London. So London's a fantastic place to carry out a master's degree. And the reason for that is we have so many visiting speakers across the various institutes of London that put on talks. So you can go to the Royal Institute of Philosophy, go to the LSE Political Theory Seminar. There's so many opportunities to see the people that you're interested in visiting and giving talks about their research while you're here. So the 3 main destinations are back into the law. So we have a large component of legal theory interested LPT students, and they often go on to become barristers or corporate lawyers or work in other areas of the law. Another aspect of what people go on to do are PhD programs. So this is very much a research degree. Students often come in with a passion about the topics that they're going to study, and students have gone on to do PhD programs at Oxford, further masters at Cambridge. They've gone to places in Germany, in the States, to do either combined law and philosophy PhDs or just political theory PhDs. So all sorts of academic routes have come out. And the third thing that students tend to do are various policy-related jobs. So one student went on to work in the Labour Party. Students sometimes go on to work at think tanks because you have a real exposure to forming arguments and thinking about the big idea of politics during the LPT Masters.